show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
You know the question. It's haunted you your entire life. This is Sci-Fi History, and I'm Roy Ivey, and we're going to be taking a look at the original Matrix from 1999. Join me, won't you? The truth is, every so often, cinema surges forward with a new idea that makes you believe, like Superman making you believe that a man could fly, or Star Wars, forever changing cinema and the movies that follow. The Matrix is one of those movies. Always was there, but you never knew that you needed it. And it showed up at just the right time. The Matrix was written and directed by the Wachowskis for the Matrix film series, starring Keanu Reeves, Lawrence Fishburne, Carrie-Anne Moss, Hugo Weaving, and Joe Pantoliano. It depicts a dystopian future in which humanity is unknowingly trapped inside a simulated reality, the Matrix, which intelligent machines have created to distract humans while using their bodies as an energy source. When computer programmer Thomas Anderson, under the hacker alias Neo, uncovers the truth, he is drawn into a rebellion against the machines, along with other people who have been freed from the Matrix. The Matrix is an example of the cyberpunk subgenre of science fiction. The Wachowskis' approach to action scenes was influenced by the Japanese animation and martial arts films. And the film's use of fight choreographers and wire-fu techniques from Hong Kong action cinema influenced subsequent Hollywood action film productions. The film popularized a visual effect known as bullet time, in which heightened perception of certain characters is represented by allowing the action within the shot to progress in slow motion while the camera appears to move through the scene at normal speed, allowing the sped up movements of certain characters to be perceived normally. While some critics have praised the film for its handling of difficult subjects, others have said that the deeper themes are largely overshadowed by its action scenes. But what do they know?
All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
You're empty. So are you.
First released in the United States on March 31st, 1999, and grossed over $460 million worldwide. It received the largely positive reviews from film critics who praised its innovative visual effects and action sequences, cinematography, and entertainment value, and won 4 Academy Awards: Best Visual Effects, Best Film Editing, Best Sound, and Best Sound Editing. The film is considered to be one of the best science fiction films of all time, and was added to the National Film Registry for Preservation in 2012. The film's success led to 2 feature film sequels being released in 2003, The Matrix Reloaded and The Matrix Revolutions, which were written and directed by the Wachowskis. The Matrix franchise was further expanded through production of comic books, video games, and animated short films, with the the Wachowskis were heavily involved. The franchise has also inspired books and theories, expanding on some of the religious and philosophical ideas alluded to in the films. A fourth film, titled The Matrix Resurrections, is scheduled for release on December 22nd, 2021. Now, I saw this film back in 1999, and I had very few expectations for it at the time. I expected a reasonable action flick, reasonably entertaining, and your standard Keanu Reeves fare. I'd seen him in Speed with Sandra Bullock and Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. And I saw him in some other sci-fi flick. But I had no reason to expect what I was treated to see. Matrix was a very thoughtful, considered flick that, despite its violent nature and use of guns and whatever else, it questioned our very reality. And it did it in such a way that it snuck up on you. This was not expected to be a big idea movie, and that's what it was. Determining your place in the universe and tapping into people's sense of not being in control of their own destiny, and serving systems within the world that seem to be actively working against you, having the rug pulled out from under you. In so many ways, the Wachowskis had dipped into the psyche, people living out their lives and trying to make a difference. This is something that the movie really gets into and does with symbolism without being overly preachy. You don't really know what's happening in the movie for a good part of the movie, and the whole idea of what the mystery is and just what it is something that is a surprise to the people watching, but upon rewatching, it is very nuanced and it is very deep, and it certainly does make you question your reality and whether or not we're in a simulation, and the difference between the world, the real world, and the world that we might be living in is staggering. It's something that a lot of movies don't do, is make you think. This is something that The Matrix certainly did, and it went on to explore that further in the following sequels, and it did it in an exciting way, and that comic book aesthetic of getting those so much action and excitement out of every frame of the film. It was quite an achievement, and it came at this entire situation in a different way. I found that very exciting to see in
Okay, you have some skill.
I certainly hope that we are not living in the Matrix, and that we are in charge of our destiny, and that we can still make a difference. So I urge you to get out there into the world and find your way. Thank you for joining me here on Sci-Fi History. This has been Roy Ivey, changing times and time. I'll be back here next Friday when a new episode drops at 9 o'clock, and you can watch it then or anytime after that. Okay? Thank you for piercing the veil of The Matrix, and I hope you all go see Matrix Revolutions when it comes out. Talk to you real soon. Help me break the code. Bye-bye.
This is the moment for you to show us what is real. Right now, you believe it's 9:51 a.m. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Could be. This is the first day of the rest of your life. But if you want it, you gotta fight for it.